The top three picks from Trump so far who could be heading towards a rejection for their nominated positions are, as I mentioned, Attorney General nominee Matt Gaetz, Director of National Intelligence nominee Tulsi Gabbard, and number three, a Secretary of Defense nominee Pete Hegseth. It's getting worse and worse and worse for Hegseth. An exclusive from the Washington Post, defense pick Pete Hegseth paid accuser but denies sexual assault, according to his attorney. The Washington Post has been able to obtain a series of documents that outline allegations of, I think we have to call it rape, against Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth paid a woman who accused him of sexual assault, reads the article, as part of a non-disclosure agreement, although he maintained the encounter was consensual. Hegseth's attorney, Timothy Parlatore, says Hegseth was visibly intoxicated when the incident happened, maintained that police who were contacted a few days later they encountered the woman, concluded the complainant was the aggressor in the encounter. Hegseth agreed to pay an undisclosed amount to the woman because if he feared that if the information went public, he'd be fired from Fox News. The statement came after a detailed memo was sent to the Trump transition team by a woman who said, "I'm a friend of the accuser." The memo alleged he raped the then 30-year-old conservative group staffer in his room after drinking at a hotel bar. The person who sent the memo did not respond to requests for comment. You know, the reality here is that birds of a feather assault together. And we think of this as negative. Trump has done the same thing. So it is just par for the course for them. This will likely not affect the process at all. It is true that there is concern among some Republican senators about Pete Hegseth. I struggle to believe that this is genuinely the reason why they are concerned. There were similar allegations brought against Brett Kavanaugh, Donald Trump's Supreme Court nominee. He sailed through. They didn't care about it. They just didn't care about it. Donald Trump himself has dozens, around 50 allegations against him. Republican voters have now voted for the guy 2 times in a row. Trump certainly has a type, and I'm not talking about the women he's accused of assaulting. Trump has a type in terms of the people he hires. And in a sense, there is not really the concept of a damaging story at this point in the Trump MAGA era kind of doesn't really exist. And if Pete Hegseth fails to be confirmed, or if the nomination ends up being withdrawn before the confirmation hearings even happen, if it becomes known that Hegseth is not going to be able to get confirmed, I don't believe that it will be because of this. This is easy to say, you know, they made all the fake allegations against Trump, and these are fake allegations against Pete Hegseth because he's been nominated. Of course, then you go, well, but hold on. The allegations were made a long time ago. The documents are from a while ago. And they will say, no, it's all part of a plan. It was because he was a Fox host or because of this or because of that. They just don't want him. It is completely plausible that Hegseth does not make it through confirmation. I don't believe that it is the sexual assault allegations that will do him in. Let me know what you think. And here's the bigger question I have for you. Who do you believe is the most likely nominee so far to fail confirmation? Is it Hegseth? Is it Gaetz? Is it Gabbard? Or is it somebody else? Let me know. info@davidpakman.com. Well, I wrote a book after a long journey and a ton of work. I am really thrilled with how it turned out, and I hope you'll read it. The book is called The Echo Machine, and in a nutshell, it looks at how American politics got so broken, who has already figured out solutions, and how we can try to fix it and stop the terror of Trump for the next 4 years. With Trump winning this election, the Echo Machine couldn't be more relevant, not only a warning about how we got here, but also about what might be coming and how to prevent the worst outcomes. We've got to stay engaged. We need a plan, and that's what the book is about. There's a belief out there that unless you have corporate media behind you, you can't have a successful political book launch, that it's not possible. I think we can prove that wrong. Order the Echo machine today at davidpakman.com/echo on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Audible, Kindle, anywhere that books, ebooks, and audiobooks are sold. You can also call any local bookstore and say, please order me The Echo Machine by David Pakman. Wherever you get the book, you'll get the free pre-order perks, including the signed book plate. Head to davidpakman.com/free book stuff after ordering.